In a world where everyone else can do this, and yet you're still stuck doing this. Did you ever just get tired of s***ing dick? Good news! In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the 7 most effective and easiest dribbling moves in Rematch. And the best news, no super insane skills required, no golden boost, and actually no extra effort at all. Just moves or mechanics or tech or whatever the hell you want to call them that will help you stop blowing hard and start breaking ankles. So get ready, you're about to join egoists like these. The first move on our list is the Ippy Slide. The Ippy Slide is by far one of the most iconic community-made moves in Rematch. It once absolutely dominated the game, and honestly, it was really hard to defend at first. But now, it's just another move. But a very useful one, allowing you to fake like you're going one way and then drag the ball to the side and go the other way. There are 2 main ways of doing it, one using the camera to change direction, and the other using your left stick or WASD. We'll start with the camera version. To do it, all you need to do is run with the ball in any direction, noting that you cannot sprint, you must just run without sprinting. Then press Pushball, and simultaneously aim the other direction with your camera and hold sprint, and run in that direction, and boom, there's your Ippy Slide. To do the left stick or WASD version, start out in exactly the same way, but after pressing Pushball, now just hold the opposite direction with your left stick or keyboard, hold sprint, and there it is. However, there is one really important thing to know about the Ippy Slide, which was just introduced into the game in Season 1, and that is that it won't work if your stamina is below a certain level. As you can see, these Ippy Slides are totally fine, but as soon as my stamina drops down, I don't get it. So just make sure your stamina is above this amount when you do your Ippy and you'll be fine. Our next move is the Vexis Dash. This is another extremely easy to do move that is a bit like the Ippy Slide, except rather than allowing us to fake one direction and then go in the opposite direction or close to the opposite direction, this one's main purpose is to fake one way and then go at a right angle. Although actually you can do it to go the opposite direction too. Anyway, it's essentially a push ball followed by a dash, then letting go of defensive stance so the ball snaps to our feet. The most common way to do it is to run perpendicular to the way that you're aiming. So we'll aim this way and then we'll run to the right. Then without holding sprint, press push ball, keep holding the same direction, then hold defensive stance, dash, let go of defensive stance, and there's your Vexis Dash. So that perpendicular way is the most common and probably the easiest way to do this move. However, you can also do it slightly differently. One way is the way I showed you earlier on, that's similar to the Ippy Slide, where you run in the opposite direction to the way you're aiming, so backwards, then Vexis Dash, and as you can see, it's similar to an Ippy. And the third and most difficult way would be to run in whatever direction you want, so straight ahead, then push ball in that direction, then turn your camera, then run towards the ball, and dash in that direction, and there's your Vexis Dash. Definitely the most complicated way to do it, but still doable.
Let me know. Oh, whoa, whoa!
Okay, just quickly before we get onto the rest of the video, I just want to let you guys know that I have a merch store with both Rematch items and Sideswipe items, as well as some Mogz branded items. I created all of them myself, and purchasing one helps to support the channel, so go check them out. Also, if you're looking for a VPN, I highly recommend ExpressVPN. I use it myself and it works great for web security, switching regions to watch stuff in other countries, and for gaming. So check out ExpressVPN via my affiliate link on screen and in the video description. Alright, that's enough of my ad, let's get on to the rest of the video. The next move is absolutely insane. It is called the forward swipe turn. Well, that's what I call it anyway. It is by far one of the most useful and OP moves in Rematch that, if you combine it with the Ippy and the Vexis, you've already entered full-blown egoist territory, bro. It's nuts. It's a move that allows you to instantly change directions and zip past your defender, and all it requires is a couple of button presses. And just to be clear, a forward swipe is when you hold dribble stance and then press your dribble button. It looks like this. To do the forward swipe turn, all you need to do is run towards your camera, then hold the dribble stance button, turn your camera in another direction, and almost immediately afterwards, tap your dribble button to do a forward swipe. And boom, there is your forward swipe turn. The most important part of this is the timing of the forward swipe after the camera turn. If you do it too late, you'll just do a regular forward swipe in that new direction. And if you do it too early, you'll just forward swipe in that same direction and then just turn and run the other way. So you want to do it now. And just finally on this move, the most effective way to do this is to add a push ball directly after the forward swipe turn, and it'll give you an extra bit of speed in that direction. So do your forward swipe turn and then immediately push ball and run in that new direction. Okay, the next one is unbelievably simple, so we'll just do it really quickly. I call it the no sprint pushball turn. Bad name, great move. To do it, all you need to do is run in any direction, then without holding sprint, again, press pushball, then either using your camera or your left joystick or WASD to change directions, pushball again in another direction. Then repeat as many times as you like. The key to doing this is to just not hold sprint. If you press sprint at all during the push ball, the ball will go too far away for you to get another one. So just don't hold sprint, run in any direction, then turn, push ball, turn, push ball, turn, push ball. And there it is. Really simple, easy move. Next up, we have the fake blade shot. This is a move that starts out looking like you're going to do a blade shot, but then you fake out of it and pass it into the goal. It's primarily used to bait the keeper into thinking you're going to do a blade shot after that first light lob, and then once he commits, you rainbow flick instead and then pop it into his goal. To do it, just start with a push ball without sprinting, then tap light lob, immediately extra effort and aim another direction, at least 90 degrees or so from your starting position, then rainbow flick, which will get you a header, then press the tap button to take a shot. For an alternate version, you can start out with a rainbow flick instead, and you can also add some more headers and other touches. It's just a really versatile, really effective move, and honestly, it's not as hard as it looks. The next move is one of the simplest moves in the game, but one that will add a huge amount of unpredictability to your dribbles. I call it the dribble stance spam, and here it is. To do it, all you need to do is press your dribble stance button repeatedly, and as you can see, your character glitches around like an absolute nutcase. The best time to do it is when you're moving diagonally, particularly backwards, because you twitch around insanely like this, whereas if you do it when you're just moving forward, not a whole lot happens. And it's best used in combination with pauses in your dribble, as well as other moves that I've taught in this tutorial. And the last move on our list is the tap dribble. This is a dribble that allows you to literally regain your stamina while sprinting. It's absolutely amazing, and I don't see enough people using it. However, I've already made other tutorials about it, so I'm just going to play a clip from one of those. However, I do have something really important to add, so make sure you stick around till after the clip and I'll give you that tip. When your player is not currently in possession of the ball, when you're approaching the ball, there's a point at which this icon appears. If you press, for example, the light tap button just before this icon appears, boom, your stamina recharges. I figured out that there's a range within which you can press it. You can press it slightly earlier and you still get a recharge, but if you press it after this icon appears, you don't get the recharge. And it turns out to be even faster than sprinting without the ball end to end. I have no idea how this works, but I guess you get some kind of speed boost or something when interacting with the ball. I don't know. Anyway, there it is. I call it the tap dribble. You guys can name it whatever you want. The MOGZRL. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, so the important thing I want to add is that this move is, in my opinion, probably best done with the light lob rather than the light tap that I recommend in my original tutorial. The reason for this is that the light lob keeps the ball closer to you when you do it, meaning you can interact with it sooner and more often, and so it's just a lot safer. Whereas the light tap kicks the ball quite far away, and so you risk losing it. Also, both are about the same speed, so there's really no trade-off at all. But anyway, there it is, the tap dribble. Or the light lob dribble, I don't know. And that's it guys, that is my video about the easiest and most effective dribbling techniques in Rematch. Before I go, I just want to say a big thank you to all of the creators and high-level players that helped me make this video by providing me clips. If they have Rematch social media, you can go check out all their socials on screen and in the video description. And as always guys, come join the Mogz Discord server if you want to hang out with me and other Mogz viewers. Check out my other videos, I do tutorials as well as my Rematch Masterclass series where I share some of the tips and the gameplay from some of the top players in the game. So check out those on my channel. And like the video if you liked it, dislike it if not, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.